Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. My name is Billy Funk. It is noon here in Chicago, Wednesday, December 18th. And if it's noon here in Chicago on a Monday or a Wednesday, you know that it's Mindset Your Marketing time. I'm here with my two co-hosts, Shannon Young and Lany Sullivan. Shannon is out of Georgia, and Lany is either out of California or Oregon. I believe she's out of Oregon today. And we're going to talk to you today about walking your talk and taking a step further and faster in your life and really going out there and making it happen and not just saying you're going to make it happen. You know, we've been doing these calls now for the past few weeks, and it's been a whole lot of fun because I think that when you learn something in life, if you don't go out there and practice it and teach it, you never really hone your craft. You never really get to that next level. And so, you know, I'm fortunate enough to be at where I'm at in life and be able to give people some more mindset and more marketing tips and tricks, and Shannon and Lany are in the same boat. And so we're going to captain this ship, and we're going to let the wind steer us in the right direction. And I believe that, you know, life is all about making what you want happen in front of you. And there's so many people say they're going to do something over and over again, say they could do this or they could do that or they could be this person. The fact of the matter is you can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. It's not can you do it, it's are you going to do it? Would you do it? And if you don't build up a track record of success, if you don't build up a track record of going out there and forcing yourself to make it happen, even when times are tough, even when you're not comfortable, when the going gets tough, you're not going to get going. Because when it comes down to reality, when it comes down to you actually going out there and making whatever you want to happen, if you haven't been doing that over and over and over again, the chances are that you're going to make it happen aren't very good. You know, the reason why, you know, this industry has got so many people that are you know, absolutely wealthy, and the reason why it's the number 2 highest paid profession in the United States is because it's not for everybody. It sure as heck isn't. Not everybody, you know, wants to do it or would do it. Everybody could do it, but not everybody is going to go out there and actually do it. And inside this industry, the people that make it happen, the people that are at the top, the people that are at the place in their life that they want to be, have decided to make it happen, but have also taken small steps to success. They've also left a track record of doing something over and over and over again and making it happen so that when they wanted something big to happen, it was inevitable that it would happen. Your goals, your dreams, your paradise can be learned. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. Whatever you really want to accomplish, all those goals and dreams, it can be a learning process. The wealthy got wealthy by learning. They got wealthy by going out there and living their truth, going out there and saying they're going to do something and then doing it. You know, it was Muhammad Ali that said, it's not bragging if you can back it up. How many times did he go out there and say that he was going to do this and that to his opponent? He was going to take so-and-so down in the 3rd round. And he went out there and he did it time and time again. And nobody really looks at him as being, you know, that cocky hero. That, you know, he's a hero to a lot of people. It's because he said something, he went out there and he did it. He backed up his word with action. How many times have you said you were going to do something and you didn't do it? Because when it comes down to your goals, when it comes down to you learning how to be successful, if you take the necessary steps right now by actually making small improvements, making small goals instead of giant ones. I'm not saying don't make giant goals. I'm always telling people to think bigger, believe bigger. At the same time, how many times in your life have you thought you wanted to do something, or you thought you wanted that, or you said you were going to do this, and it didn't happen because it was just so unrealistic? Maybe it's time you make some realistic goals. Maybe it's time you make that daily goal right now where you say, you know what, I'm going to talk to 10 people today. I'm going to connect with 10 new people today, and I'm going to make it happen. Or maybe, you know what, you're going to take 5 no's today. Or maybe, you know what, you're going to do 2 3-way calls. You're going to go to 1 networking event today. Whatever it is, you're going to go out there and you're going to run 3 miles. You know, you're going to read 2 chapters of a book. You're going to play 2 songs. Whatever that is, make it so it's realistic so that it happens. And when you start that track record of success, when you are able to look back And you're able to say to yourself, every time I said I was going to do something, I did it. I did it, and I did it, and I did it. Well, guess what? Now go for that big home run. Now go for that championship. Because when you have that track record, when you have that platform of being able to look back, and knowing inside yourself that you've done something over and over and over again, every time you put something on paper, every time you put a thought, every time you put a dream or a goal into the universe and out of your mouth or on paper, it happened because you decided to make it happen, and you actually you treated it like it was a lesson. You treated it like it was a classroom. You treated it like you were able to do it over and over again, and once you did that, everything became so much easier. Well, that's something that I think separates the best from the not so best, is they were able to look back and they're able to say to themselves, I've set goals, and every single time I've hit them because they made them realistic and not unrealistic. Yeah, they were probably optimistic, but start small. When you go out there and you decide that you're going to be the best baseball player ever, the best basketball player ever, the best musician, the best teacher, you don't walk into the championship on day one. You're not expected to be able to hit a home run on day two. You're not expected to be able to amaze and wonder and awe a classroom on day three. You're not expected to be able to learn, 4 or 5 different songs on day 5. No, you start small. You learn the little things, you accomplish them, you set small goals, you hit them, and you hit them, and you hit them, and then when you set a big goal, it's like it's automatic. It comes to you, and it happens right away because you set that track record. And if you start doing that with your business, I think your entire life will change for the better. I think that your entire business will be easier, and everything that you wanted will be right there in front of you. And somebody who makes it happen, somebody who doesn't just talk the talk, but she walks the walk, is on the call with us right now. Shannon Young, time and time again, I have seen her go out there and hit her goals. I've seen her go out there and say, I'm going to do this, Billy, and I've seen her do it. She doesn't just talk. She goes out there and she walks, and that's integrity to me. The next time that Shannon says she's going to do something, I believe her because she's got a track record that I can see and that I know of. And I'm sure it happens for her, too. Shannon Young, how are you doing today, girl?
Hey, I'm awesome. Thank you for the kind words. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic.
Awesome. You know what? I think that I was thinking as you talked, and I absolutely loved what you said. You always hear us talk about bringing your passion to whatever it is you're doing. But the one thought that came to me as you were talking, I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary in this industry, right? I think I brought more than passion. I was completely obsessed with learning, with doing, with growing and evolving. And I think, that's one thing that we do almost is we become obsessed with something. I saw you just a couple of months ago pick up something, and it's truly become an obsession for you. And I don't say obsession in a bad way, because obsession can be an absolutely powerful thing. When what you say and what you do are congruent, that's when you're walking your talk, right? It's not, we all have those off days where we don't feel like it, but we have to be totally committed to walking that talk, right? Even on the days that we don't want to. And that's sometimes I have to remind myself of that, hey, turn the TV off. Go out and talk to people, right? Because we all hit that low. But I think when you let your obsession or your passion really turn into an obsession, that's when you start finding it, because your why is that driving force, we always say, right? But I just honestly think that it goes deeper than that. It's more of a push. It's more of a climb for a lot of people because we are in an industry where 97% we're told are struggling. I think it's probably closer to 98 or 99%. I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis, and I hear horror stories all day long. And I just said to someone before coming into this call, stop asking questions. The only way that you're going to find that success is to get out there and do it. Take action and just to do it day in, day out, month after month. And that's where you find it, is in that action. And doing, again, what you say and what you do, make those congruent, and then, you're there. You've got your success.
I love that. I really like how you put, having your values or your beliefs congruent with your actions. And that's something that I believe every successful person has, is that their mission, their vision, their philosophy, their character, their core values, what they preach, they practice, and what they talk, they walk. My question for you is today, will the future that you talk be the future that you walk? Only you can decide that. And somebody that is, that's walking an awesome future, somebody that's going out there and making it happen on a daily basis. We got two incredible females on this phone right now that have got, just an awesome mindset, an awesome heart, and a willingness to help people, and a willingness to go out there and to do what they say they're going to do. And I think that's what separates the best from the best. And Lany Sullivan's out there. I believe she's in Oregon right now, and she's making it happen on a daily basis. Lany, what's happening today, girl?
Hey, guys. Good morning, everybody. I love this topic because for me, Billy, when we talked about this topic, it was the first thing that hit me was integrity. You can say one thing and you can do something totally different, and what people believe are your actions. They don't believe your words, they believe your actions. And that's really, if you're going to do something or you're going to say something, you better, and Shannon said it perfectly, it has to be congruent. And I'm all about making sure that whatever I say, I'm going to do. And I make sure that my actions always, always, always line up with the words that I say, because you know what? They're going to remember you when you die for what you did, not for what you said. And that's really important to me because my credibility, my character, my morals, my ethics, my integrity are so important to me, not just in a business environment, in a business sphere, but also in life, because, your friends, they know who you are, and they love you for who you are with your inadequacies. Nobody's perfect, so you can fall. As long as you admit when you are wrong, you can step up and say, hey, I made a mistake. Let me correct that. Let me do a check on myself and then move forward. And people respect those situations, and people respect people who can walk their walk, and when they make a mistake, they can admit to it, and they can, go, okay, let me fix it, let me change. And that's where personal development really comes in, you guys. I mean, I was talking with somebody else before the call, and we were talking about them trying to figure out what they were going to say on a different call, and I said, you know what, it's in you. If you have any personal development over any amount of time, whether it be a month or 6 months or a year, you already have that in you. You live and you breathe personal development. And all you need is something to kickstart you to have it come out. I mean, I listen to Billy, and I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going to go with this. I don't always plan, right, Billy? We don't always plan exactly what we're going to say because we live and we breathe personal development. And when you have that at your core of who you are, it's easy to walk your talk because you don't want to stray from your personal development. You don't want to stray from what you've learned and the good that you're doing for yourself. And so for me, it's all about integrity and in that walk. So, Billy, I turn it back over to you.
I love it. It's all about integrity in going out there and walking the talk. And I believe that's really what it comes down to is when you say you're going to do something, do you actually do it? And it's like the boy you called Wolf. He said over and over again, hey, wolf, wolf, wolf. And all the townspeople showed up, and there was no wolf. So when there was a real wolf, well, guess what? Nobody believed him. See, the bigger picture here in reality inside of business is that if you go out there and you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, and that starts building up, that starts becoming a habit, that starts being, a track record for you. When you say you're going to do something next, not only is it's really not, what really doesn't matter is that everybody else doesn't believe you. What matters is the fact that you're not going to believe you. That's the thing. when you put down realistic goals that, yes, are optimistic, but you know that you can hit them, and you start hitting them over and over and over again, the next time you put down a goal, the next time you have a dream, the next time you have something that you're going to say you're going to do, guess what? You believe that you're going to do it because you look back, and every single time you said something, you've done it, or at least the majority of it. But the ones who are unsuccessful put things out there, say they're going to do this, say they're going to be there, say they're going to have this happen, and it doesn't happen because it's unrealistic. It doesn't happen because they just, they don't force themselves to make it happen. It doesn't happen because they didn't allow themselves to have success. And when that starts building up over and over and over again, you become like the Cubs, the Chicago Cubs, the lovable losers, where every single year their philosophy is maybe next year. There's always next year. No, there's not always next year. How about today? How about right now? How about this moment? How about this week? How about this month? How about right now? What goal can you seriously accomplish today? See, if you make writing down your goals a realistic ritual and then hitting them habitual, you're going to have massive success. I'm not really sure what I just said there, but I'm going to try to repeat it. If you make writing down your goals a realistic ritual and hitting them habitual, you're going to have massive success because you'll have a track record. You'll be like the Yankees instead of the Cubs, where they've won the most World Series because Mr. Steinbrenner goes out there and says he's going to do something and he doesn't. And they have a track record of success. People expect them to win. People expect the Cubs to lose. And guess what happens? The Yankees win and the Cubs lose because of that track record. So what's your track record looking like right now? Guess what? Whatever it looks like right now can be changed. It can be altered. It can be wiped clean. You can actually start with a clean slate today and start completely fresh and take something that you know that you can accomplish. Maybe walking a mile. Maybe doing 20 push-ups. Maybe talking to 10 people. Maybe doing a conference call for your team. Whatever it is that you put down on paper, that you put out there in the universe, that you say that you're going to do, make it realistic. Make it so that you know what? You know that you will make it happen. You know that you'll hit it right on the head. And when you start doing that on a daily basis, when you're consistent and persistent with hitting every single goal that you put down on paper, that you say that you're going to do every single day, guess what? Everything that you start doing and start saying from that point on is almost like automatic. Your success attraction magnet is on hyperfire. I know that probably doesn't make sense because it never came out of my mouth before, but whatever you really want to do, if you tell yourself that you're going to do this giant thing and you don't do it, you don't make it happen, the next giant thing that you want to do, guess what? Internally, you're not going to believe yourself that you're going to actually do it. Your own self will not believe you. And so you need to believe yourself, because if you don't believe yourself, others won't believe you either. This is all about habits of little things building up. Making those small habits, making something, that ritual inside of your life, that you do it over and over and over again to the point where you unconsciously do it, to the point where, you could do it blindfolded. Shannon Young, when it comes to marketing, you've got this track record of success where you said you're going to do something and you go out there and do it. What is it about, integrity? What is it about, maybe talking your walk or walking your talk that you can speak in terms of marketing instead of a tip or a trick? If you got one for us, girl.
I do. I think it's just continuing to push through. It's like you said, it's being consistent. It's being persistent. I had a thought this morning. We are truly so blessed because we get to do what we love, and that's people, right? We're surrounded by people all day long. I laugh and I talk, and it's just a remarkable feeling. So I think today, Billy, rather than offering a real tip or trick, I want to offer a challenge, to each person who's on this call. Go out, talk to 3 new people, 3 people that you don't talk to on a regular basis, and see what happens. I'm pretty sure you're going to find some magic. And if you begin to do that on a daily basis, I know a lot of people that might overwhelm. 3 new people, wow, it's a cakewalk. It truly is. Go out, try it. See how it grows your business. See how it grows you as a person.
I love that. I love the challenge. And I'm gonna make it happen today, Shannon. I'm gonna hit your challenge, and I'm wondering if Lany Sullivan's got a challenge for us as well.
Ooh,
Lany, do you have any?
She does.
Let's see, a challenge. Hold on, I wasn't prepared for that one.
I know you weren't. But you got a track record of me putting you on the spot, and you coming to the plate and hitting it out of the park. So
I do have a challenge. I do have a challenge, and this is more of I'm all about vision casting, so it's a little bit different. But I talk about planning your week and planning your month. I challenge every single one of you tonight before you go to bed, and I want you all to plan out the next 3 days of your week. And I challenge you to follow your schedule and see what that does and how it changes your effectiveness.
I like that. So writing out the next 3 days, and then Shannon, your challenge is for everybody to talk to 3 people today?
3 new people that you don't normally associate with. We all have those 3 people on our friends list. Completely message 3 random people, begin a conversation. It's like we talked about before, begin the relationship, and just see where it goes.
I like that. So far, you've got right down the next 3 days. What does your schedule look like? And then going out there making 3 new connections today, talking to 3 new people. What I'm going to leave you with is my challenge for you today is to honestly look inside yourself and look at your track record and see if it's been helping you or hurting you. See if what you've been saying that you're going to do and what your actions behind it and after it have been congruent. And fix it if it's not. So my challenge for you today is to maybe start clean, start fresh with a clean slate, and every single day write down one goal that you know without a shadow of a doubt that you can absolutely accomplish it. It's not a hope, it's not a wish, it's not a want, it's not a I think I can do this or I might be able to do this or I hope to do this. No. You know that you can do that without a shadow of a doubt. It's if you start doing that. One goal a day. Just write down one goal a day right when you wake up. And I don't even care if it's as simple as you're going to make 3 phone calls today. You're going to call 3 people up that are on your team. It doesn't matter what it is in the beginning. As long as you hit it, as long as you say that you're going to do it and you go out there and you do it, whatever you talk, you walk. As long as that goal is accomplished and you start that track record and it starts building up over and over and over again, it's not going to be long before you win a championship. It's not going to be long before you knock it out of the park. It's not going to be long before success is yours and greatness is upon you. So that's my challenge for you today, is to wipe that slate clean. If it's been working for you, if your track record is success and your track record is awesome right now, hey, keep it going. My challenge to you then would be to go bigger. Go bigger. If you've got an awesome track record of hitting goal after goal after goal, guess what? You now believe that anything that you say you're going to do, anything that you write down is going to happen. So the world is your oyster at that point. Your paradise is anything you want it to be. You'll have a canvas with a paintbrush, and you'll be automatically given the skills of the Michelangelo when you've had that track record of success built on top of it. So if you have that track record already, go big, because now is the time, because you know that you'll make it happen. But if you don't, wipe it clean today. Start fresh. Let's start from scratch. Let's grab a clean notebook. Let's grab a pen, and let's write down day one, December 18th, 2013, day one of your success journal, of your goal commitment, of you being habitual and ritual with accomplishing everything that you say you're going to do. Start talking the talk and walking the walk. Be that person that people look at and say, that's a leader. He's got integrity. She's got character. When they say something, they do something. When that starts happening, everything becomes easier. And I think that anybody can make this happen. And you know what? If you put pressure on yourself to do so, you can have a ton of success because most people won't. It's just the fact of the matter. So the thing is, if you don't do things for a long period of time, what happens? What are the results? Nothing. There are no results. Nothing happens. So don't let that happen to you. So we got 3 awesome challenges for you today. Shannon Young said, go out there and connect with 3 new people. 3 new people today. Every one of you can do it. Make 3 new connections. Lany Sullivan said, map out your next 3 days. Remember, you can't get somewhere if you don't have a map, if you don't know where you're going. Write down and schedule out those 3 days. Your life will be more structured. It'll bring more clearance and clairvoyance to your space. And here's my goal for you. Wipe that slate clean if your track record is not what you want it to be. Wipe it clean today. Write down a goal that's realistic that you know you can accomplish. Start that success goal journal today. And you'll start making it happen. On Friday, we're going to have a complete open forum. We're going to be able to ask questions. We're going to be able to have it essentially a mindset your marketing mastermind. And I'm pretty excited about that. Shannon and Lany, what time are we having that on Friday?
I think we're doing noon Pacific again.
Okay. So noon Pacific.
Okay, great.
Is that cool, Shannon?
That works. That's perfect.
All right, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. We're going to have the next Mindset Your Marketing call. On Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, so that was 3 p.m. Eastern as well on Friday, I guess, right? Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Same channel, just not the same time. On Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern, we are going to have a Mindset Your Marketing phenomenal online show. Get on Google+. We'll probably post everything on Facebook as well. And, get inside of that Mindset Your Marketing event because it's going to be off the hook. And we'll obviously have the same call, same bat time, same bat channel on Monday. So, guys, this is Billy Funk, your Extreme Networker, and on behalf of my 2 co-hosts, Shannon Young and Lany Sullivan, telling you, stay positive, stay passionate, and you'll always stay powerful. Until next time, guys and gals, stay awesome, everybody.